Caroline de Monaco, the eldest daughter of Prince Rainier III and the famous Grace Kelly, has always stood out for her unique combination of regal grandeur and simple humanity. Naturally endowed with refinement and a strong character, she nevertheless longed for personal freedom and a reclusive lifestyle. Caroline first married the well-known Philippe Juin, but that union proved short-lived. Her truly fateful encounter occurred in the spring of 1982, when the 25-year-old princess met Stefano Casiraghi, a young, handsome, and successful Milanese who was just 21 years old at the time. His father was an influential Italian businessman, and Stefano had been following in the family footsteps from an early age, increasing their wealth through shipbuilding projects and investments in real estate. The princess was captivated by his self-confidence, energetic nature, and of course his sincere affection. The lovers married on December 29, 1983. Caroline's second wedding was entirely different in atmosphere. It was a union of profound mutual understanding, genuine love, and shared life goals. As she later admitted, Stefano became the man of her life, whose sense of responsibility and reliability filled her with true admiration. The marriage produced 3 children, Andrea in 1984, Charlotte in 1986, and Pierre in 1987. This family hearth brought Caroline joy and a sense of a full life, yet their happiness was short-lived. On October 3, 1990, during an offshore class racing event off the coast of Saint-Jacques-Ferrat, Stefano Casiraghi, who had just turned 30, lost his life. In addition to the loss of her beloved husband, the 33-year-old princess had to think about the future of her 3 young children, whom she needed to protect. At this point, the family castle came to the forefront, or rather, the ancient estate Mas de la Source, located in picturesque Saint-Rémy de Provence. This historic manor, dating back to the 17th century, once came into the hands of the Grimaldi family by a special decree of King Louis XIII, who conferred upon Prince Honoré II Grimaldi the title Marquis de Beau and Seigneur of Saint-Rémy. It is not surprising that in this secluded corner of Provence, Caroline decided to hide with her children from the hustle and bustle and to weather a difficult period amid tranquility, harmony with nature, and complete anonymity. Provence welcomed her with the song of cicadas and vast fields golden under the soft sunlight, while the locals treated the personal boundaries of the princely family with remarkable respect. It was said that Caroline's stay in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence became a kind of rediscovery of inner balance. The princess demonstratively shunned any form of pomp. She cut her hair short, stopped using cosmetics, and dressed in a very simple manner, as if trying to blend in with her neighbors. The Casiraghi children, Andrea, Charlotte, and Pierre, attended the town's ordinary school. Alongside local children, Caroline bought groceries at small shops and went to the market for flowers, completely unafraid of being spotted by paparazzi, as the entire community safeguarded her peace. Over the years spent there, it is said that she infused the region with a special charm. The sight of the princess, dressed in a simple dress while shopping, both charmed and inspired those around her. For Caroline herself, the most important thing was to allow her children to experience a normal, earthly life, a life that she herself had not been able to enjoy in her youth. She always emphasized that under no circumstances did she want a golden cage for her family. Later, Caroline admitted that she had been raised in entirely different circumstances, and she was delighted to give her children the opportunity to experience a natural, even slightly bohemian environment. Their daily pastimes included cycling through blooming fields, watching sheep, playing outdoors, and occasional excursions beyond the commune when they wanted to enjoy the surrounding beauty. Charlotte many years later recalled those years, emphasizing that she and her brothers experienced real life in public schools, mixing with people from different walks of life. According to her, this experience instilled a strong sense of freedom and a spirit of mixing, where one does not confine oneself to a high social status. In order to avoid the attention of reporters and to give herself and her children a full period of solace, Caroline remained in Provence for a long time. However, Time passed, the children grew up, and gradually the need for broader educational opportunities arose. After spending their initial school years in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence, the children continued their education in Paris. Andrea and Charlotte graduated from French lycées and international schools, while Pierre went on to study law at the Panthéon-Assas University. Both the parents and the children were multifaceted individuals, which is reflected in their choices in education. Charlotte enrolled at the Sorbonne, where she earned a degree in philosophy. Andrea pursued political science, starting at McGill University in Canada, then the American University in Paris, and finally delved into business education at Madrid's Instituto de Maîtrise. Pierre, in addition to studying in France, continued his career in Milan at Bocconi University, successfully completing a program in economics and management. Moreover, both brothers, Andrea and Pierre, spent some time studying at the prestigious Swiss boarding school, College Alping Beau Soleil, famous among the world's aristocrats and old families. Later on, each of them found their own niche in life, yet neither lost the flair inherited from their parents, a light disregard for strict protocol, a readiness for unexpected public gestures, and a commitment to humanitarian endeavors, particularly in Andrea, who always stood out for his exceptional social insight. Yet, despite all the changes and new horizons, the Provençal estate in the heart of Saint-Rémy remained forever a place of strength for the family. Caroline and her children still return there from time to time, away from the dazzling spotlight and cameras. For them, Provence transformed into a symbol of simplicity and natural harmony, a place to recharge and forget about the ceremonial obligations of the royal court. Moreover, it was in this secluded corner that Charlotte's religious wedding to Dimitri Rassam took place in the summer of 2019, an event that once again confirmed how much the Casari family values their nest in Provence. The princess's adult children do not hide the fact that the period of life in Saint-Rémy-de-Provençal had a colossal influence on them, shaping each of their values and personalities. This influence imparted an openness to the world, a love for the simple joys of life, and a sincere appreciation of people without regard to social status. In an interview for Madame Figaro, Charlotte recalled that it was in this rustic environment, in ordinary classes, that she learned to see the diversity of human fates and to respect every person regardless of their background. For her part, Caroline repeatedly emphasized how pleased she was with the educational and career choices her children made. She granted them complete freedom, believing that such a diverse path would make them independent and teach them to express themselves not only as members of a princely family, but, above all, as individuals. In essence, the years spent at Mas de la Source prepared them for adult life better than any palace receptions or special mentors ever could. And although the Principality of Monaco always awaited the return of the princely daughter, Provence would forever remain a place for her and her family, a retreat where they could escape and hide for a while from the glare of official ceremonies. The story of Princess Caroline in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence is an astonishing example of how simple sincerity and the desire for seclusion can coexist with royal status, not in conflict but rather complementing and enriching one another. True greatness, after all, is sometimes hidden in the most modest corners, such as the ancient Mas de la Source, where the chirping of cicadas and the inviting aromas of field herbs help one rediscover inner peace and remember what truly matters: family closeness, respect for others, and the freedom to be oneself.